Okay, I can do this. I got this. I got this.
Thank you for contacting the management offices of Jake Kelly. We are currently outside of normal business hours. Please leave your name and contact information after the beep.
Yeah, hello, Mr. J. Kelly. I'm sorry to disturb you after business hours, but I really needed to give you a message. This is Jude Burns. I just wanted to let you know you can eat the biggest bag of dicks you've ever had in your life! I'm back!
I got nothing and a bad attitude.
Democracy is the basis of our identity as Americans. Americans have a burning desire to vote. People have marched on Washington for the right to cast a ballot, and we vote on everything, from county commissioner to the president to the new flavor of Mountain Dew. By the way, I'm a live wire lemon guy. You look like a cherry fusion.
Well, I'm a live wire lemon guy too.
Thank you for the support, Brad, but it's still not going to help your grade. America loves democracies, but we do not hold the monopoly on democracies. Can someone name one form of government that is considered to be a democracy?
Percentile representation.
Percentile representation. Percentile representation is a way of choosing elected officials, not by selecting individual candidates, but by the percentage of the popular vote a party gets. This is different from the American system. How?
We don't do that.
Is that all you're going to say?
America has a SMDP system.
Which stands for?
Single member district plurality.
Exactly right, Nathan. SMDP, or single member district plurality. Not what Brad put on his last quiz, which was, I believe, suck my dick, Professor? Brad, you're lucky your dad owns half a Volvo. All right, class, that's it for today. Here's a tip. Read chapter 15. I'm not going to discuss it in class, but you should still know it anyway.
Professor Burns,
Yes.
I am so excited about your book coming out. Your writing is so influential to me.
Well, thank you, Elise. So you've read some of my papers.
Well, no, but Nathan posted one of your papers on Facebook, and I read the title.
Okay, tell you what. No excuse not to read this one. We had a few early copies made for the media, so I guess I could lose a few of them. To Elise, go set the world on fire. There you go.
Thank you.
Remember, class, there's a guest speaker coming tonight. 10 extra points on the test if you attend. I'm looking at you, Brad.
We're going on a HuffPost live stream at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Vice wants you to comment on the snap election results in England. I'm sure you can name drop the book there.
Hey, how about Anderson Cooper or 60 Minutes or The View? Don't they want to talk about the book?
Oh, media? No, that's not where we go to promote. That's where we go to defend.
Hey, you know I'm a regular panelist on MSNBC. Get me on Tucker Carlson. I can get a nice viral video going of me making him look stupid or something.
No, that would work on anyone but Tucker. He looks too innocent. Nobody wants to watch you belittle a guy in a bow tie.
Well, anybody that wears a bow tie deserves belittlement.
Bill Nye disagrees, but I can see what I can do.
I mean, look at this. Doesn't this make you excited to see students participating in a political discourse?
You do know that they're protesting Jake Kelly, the guest speaker that you invited in?
Well, exactly. I mean, Jake Kelly has some extreme viewpoints, and these students have a right to protest him peacefully.
Warmer Publishing actually used to represent Jake Kelly, but they dropped his book deal whenever he called the Dalai Lama a cuck on Twitter. His views aren't controversial, they're dangerous.
These students are adults, Lauren. They can stand to have their beliefs challenged, no matter how extreme those challenges are. Come on, the point of college is to grow as an individual and see your beliefs hold up against the most ardent opposition.
You haven't heard him speak at all or much, have you? Just
not much. Been writing a book, remember?
You are in for a treat.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Now, I know a lot of you will disagree with the viewpoints of tonight's speaker, myself included. But remember, civil discourse is a pillar of a progressive society. You will have a chance to have your voice heard with a Q&A after the talk. Now please welcome tonight's guest speaker, conservative columnist, Mr. Jay Kelly.
Thank you, Professor Burns, for that warm introduction. Well, let me start off tonight by saying that I fucking hate you people. I fucking hate every last one of you liberal snowflake pieces of shit. According to my own metric, this is the 6th most liberal university in the United States. So I'm going to spend the next 40 minutes breaking down for you people why not one of you is ever going to contribute anything to society, ever. Point 1, you're all communists. So that's why the public education system is going to turn this country into North Korea.
Lauren, it's Jude. You need to get over here as soon as possible. Jake Kelly is a lunatic. He spent the last 30 minutes trying to convince the student body that their financial aid and scholarship is just their way of playing into Stalin's long game. What the hell does that even mean?
Well, y'all have been about as much fun as the Holocaust, assuming that happened. So in conclusion, you can all eat my ass, cocksuckers.
God.
Any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
Let him have it, Burns.
I had prepared some notes for this evening, but they seem pointless now. Conservative columnist? No, you're an asshole. That was all offensive in every imaginable way. Nothing you said is remotely close to true, nor resembles a political platform. By my own personal metrics, sir, you are an attention-seeking child who made a career shitting himself on stage and crying about it. I assure you, Mr. Kelly, the students of this university will not be baited to stoop to your incredibly low level.
Yeah, we will. Set him on fire!
No, everyone, please. No, everyone just stop throwing things. No, hey, what the hell's wrong with you people? We're all adults here. You fight speech with more speech. Tweet about it, don't burn shit. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Don't burn it. Don't. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down.
Yes, there is a small, very aggressive protest. But no, there's no riot, Jude. It has nothing to do with him. He's not even here.
Lauren, stop this. This is getting out of control. We gotta do something.
Yes, that was Jude.
Burn it! Molotov cocktails! How many of these do you even have? Were you guys prepared for this? Oh my god! No! Don't burn it down! No! Do not! Burn it! No, do not! You were just waiting for something to happen! Shut up, Burns! No! Shut up, Burns! Shut up, Burns! Shut up, Burns! Shut up, Burns! No! Shut up, Burns! Shut up!
Do you want to tell me what the hell happened?
The point of college is for an individual to grow, to see their ideas hold up to the most ardent opposition.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. Do you know why?
No.
Because when we do, Jude, they burn down the communications building.
That doesn't always happen.
Shut up. Here's what we do. We give our students a piece of paper, which makes them feel better than people who went to a public school. And all we ask in return is $800,000. And to not burn down a foundation hall that's older than most states in the U.S.
They burned down the foundation hall.
They burn a lot of stuff, Jude, including your career. We took the liberty of emptying out your desk.
But this is just a box of ashes.
Yeah, it's a metaphor, but not really.
No! Kid, the riot is over! The riot is never over! Tell him, Professor Burns! Tell him!
Do you really think this is the best time for a television interview?
I told you cable news is where we go to defend, and you have to do a lot of defending.
Oh, everything just got so out of hand.
Jake Kelly has a net worth of $2 million, and every time he gives a speech, he causes millions in damage. Every time. Stock sales rise at insurance companies.
Well, it's not like I started the riot.
No, but you invited the guy who sparked the riot. If you invite a bear into a house and it mauls somebody, you're still kind of an asshole.
What are we even doing here?
We're here to sell books, not burn student unions.
Why don't you go find something they didn't burn down?
Hello?
Alright, coming up on The Last Line, you may know Jude Burns is a frequent contributor on MSNBC, or maybe you've read one of his numerous New York Times op-eds, but most likely, you've just seen the clips of him inciting a riot. Jude Burns is joining us live via satellite. Jude, how are you doing tonight?
Thank you, Charlie. I'm excited to be here and to have this opportunity to discuss my new book.
Oh, we're not going to talk about your book. We're here to talk about the riot that you started.
Can you just talk to him after this? There's no way you can do it. He's promoting the book right now. Yes, currently on TV promoting the book.
First of all, the riot was very unfortunate. I would like to go on record as saying that I in no way incited a riot, nor encouraged the students to burn anything.
That's actually interesting because that's the exact opposite of what your students are saying on social media. Can we roll some of the clips? Can he see those? Can we play them?
We took democracy into our own hands and burnt down the library because I knew when Professor Burns signed my book, Set the World on Fire, he meant it literally.
I am standing on the ashes of what used to be the gymnasium. Professor Burns would be so proud of how we just took democracy into our own hands.
This is way more effective than voting!
And remember, Jude, those are just the clips we can show on television. Some of the other ones were disturbing.
I've never even seen that last girl in my life. Did she have a sword?
I believe the proper term is katana, and yes. And also, to any of our viewers out there, I do want to point out, those students are currently wanted for questioning by the authorities, for obvious reasons.
Well, that's interesting. Actually, as you know, I discuss civil protesting in the 9th chapter of my book. It's very interesting how something like that could relate to...
Jude, I have no idea why you're still trying to sell your book. Just 12 minutes ago, Moro Publishing tweeted out that they're dropping your book deal. Can we put that on screen for him to see? I want him to see that. Clearly, he hasn't.
My book is canceled? It's canceled?
Oh my god, Jude, did they not tell you before you came on this show? This is live television, you know that, right?
No, you see, Charlie, my book, this is a pre-release copy of the book right here. We're expecting to sell 100,000 copies of these, first run.
Not anymore, you're not.
Can't explain. Let's just see in the page 129 should have. Actually, no. Why even respond to any of this? Because you're not going to read the book, nor is anybody going to buy the book, and there is no more book. And no, I'm not. No, see, no, this is my book and my words. You see, Charlie, it's no. This is my life's work, and now it's ruined because some students don't understand a metaphor? No, this is not going to happen. I can fix this. I can.
He is eating the pages of the book.
Drop.
No! No! This interview is not over. Charlie, I can fix this.
The book is... No! Lawrence! Stop! I've got this. Charlie?
Hi, yeah, can I get a point of contact for Jude Burns? Yeah, that Jude Burns.
It's been nearly a month since the Burns riots ravished one of the Northeast's most prestigious college campuses, and the story of disgraced Professor Jude Burns is reigniting after several chapters of his book were leaked online. We are dedicating this whole hour to get your opinion on the ongoing scandal. Let's go to our first caller, Andy from Virginia. Andy?
I just want to know why Jude Burns hates America.
Now, have you read the leaked chapters of his book?
I've seen the cover. I've read the title. That's all I need to know. Jude Burns is a communist. The book's called Burning America.
It's a pun. Go away.
Oh, no. This is a lot sadder than I thought.
What do you want?
I came by to check on you and see how the job hunt's going.
No. Signed Harvard.
Oh, that interview ruined my career.
Actually, you were doing just fine until you started eating your book on live TV.
Hey, do me a favor. Could you just go away?
I just came to drop off your check.
Check?
Yes, we sold 1,000 copies of your book.
Wait, did Ann Coulter really need that many for her fireplace?
Surprisingly, no. It was a small college, Middle Appalachia University. They bought them full price.
Middle Appalachia University. Oh my God, it is for a book burning.
Middle Appalachia University is actually really excited to use your book in their curriculum. Also, they want you to come in as a guest speaker.
No, not interested.
They're offering you $4,000.
Wait, I'm kind of interested.
Your plane leaves Thursday at 8 a.m.
You know, Morrow Publishing must not have a lot going on if you can still find the time to help me.
Jude, there are two types of people in the world. Those who have been fired and those who have 100,000 books sitting in a warehouse. You are the only one who is both. Shower before you leave on Thursday.
Did you know that 780 million painkillers were shipped to this state alone? That's 433 for every man, woman, and child. The biggest employer here is Walmart, and 6 out of the 10 largest employers are related to the health field. Huh, this sort of explains the pill stuff, doesn't it?
Jude, shouldn't you be going over your speech right now?
I am. I mean, if I'm going to incite a riot tonight, I want to know specifically what I said to start it.
Don't worry about that, Professor Burns, man. We will not be rioting at your speech tonight.
We? Are you attending the speech tonight?
Are you a student?
Student? I'm the economics professor.
But you're our Uber driver.
Yeah. Economics are bad.
Huh.
Check one, check 1, 2. Can we get a little more in the back?
Actually, if we could kill the speakers, kill the lights, lock the doors, and go ahead and kill me before this whole travesty gets started, I think that would be pretty good.
Scott, for the last time, there's gonna be a speech tonight. Are these projectors working?
I'm sorry, but as a senior member of the political science department, I wholeheartedly disagree with Jude Burns using this university as the last branch to grab onto before crashing to the ground.
And as the president of this university, I wholeheartedly support challenging our students to different viewpoints.
Well, the last group of students Jude Burns challenged went on to challenge the structural integrity of a computer lab.
All right, I get it. They burned a lot of stuff down. Jude Burns, nice to meet you.
Scott Ruse, this is very unpleasant for me.
Chelsea Jennings, do you need a prompter?
Lauren Gray. Is there a bar in town? Just with the tension, I could use a gin and whatever.
Well, you all have fun. I'm gonna go take pictures of the campus for insurance purposes.
Welcome. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I know most of you are familiar with tonight's guest speaker. He's a frequent contributor on MSNBC and has written numerous op-eds for the New York Times.
You good?
Actually, I'm terrified.
Well, you have about 30 seconds to get back to beating Jude Burns.
Hey, where are you going?
I wasn't kidding about that bar. Also, this moment, you just ruined it.
Please welcome political scientist Jude Burns.
Thank you, President Jennings. Thank you, Middle Appalachia University, for having me. It's probably just going to the bathroom. I'm here today to discuss some of the concepts of my new book, Burning America.
Hey! I got a question for you.
Let me guess. Why do I hate America?
Huh? I don't see how anyone think you hate America after reading chapter 16 in that book of yours. What I want to know is what you think about the conflict in Syria using the lens you present in chapter 4.
Trevor, there's a Q&A after the talk.
My bad, President Jennings. I just get fired up whenever talking about international relations and the potential for modern genocide. I won't do it again.
No. It's an interesting question. I honestly thought he was going to ask how my book tastes. It reads a little bit better than it tastes. So let's roll with that question. There's 5 main points to consider with the conflict in Syria. The first being the proxy war created by the superpowers involved in the region.
So it's like when Vince McMahon has Triple H fight his battles for him.
Okay, yeah, like that. There's a term I like to use here, militant puppeteering. They may work in this situation also.
That tangent you went on about how trade in the West indirectly affects developing nations was fantastic.
Well, that student's comment on conflicts resulting from international sanctions as being something like WrestleMania was an interesting idea.
I bet you wish you could do that every day.
You know, if I could, I would.
You could do it here.
Excuse me, what?
I know we're not an Ivy League university, or even a national university, but we've got an opening, and you don't have much else.
I'm waiting to hear back from Northwestern and Arizona State. I mean, come on, Virginia Tech is my bottom of the barrel. No offense.
Jude, we've been trying to get you since your meltdown on TV. You literally ate your words on national television. It was like a metaphor. It was weird.
Okay, how did you know I lost my job?
We knew that was gonna happen.
Well, I still had a book to fall back on.
We knew that wasn't gonna happen.
I don't know. This university just isn't right for someone like me.
We're MAU, Mao. Our nickname was the Chinaman till 2011, and nobody cared.
Until after the lawsuit, I'm assuming.
No lawsuit. Students voted to change it themselves. Listen, around here, people are more likely to have a drug addiction than a college degree. More likely to have a college degree than something to do with it. But all it takes is someone like you to light a fire under them. Metaphorically.
So you're saying the students, they want me here?
Yes!
Okay, let me show you something. Come here.
Go home, Burns! Go home, Burns! Go home, Burns! Go home, Burns!
You see, protest happened on the outside, President Jennings.
Go home, Burns!
Thank you for having me.
Go home, Burns! 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 Go home, Burns!
You found the bar.
I figured since the last campus event I attended, my Mercedes got torched. This was a safer bet.
Touche.
How did it go?
Well, according to the students, Angela Merkel is a regular Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, I guess it went great.
Cheers to that.
They offered me a job.
I know. Did you take it?
What do you think?
I think your ego probably got in the way.
I'm not going to settle.
Jude, you can't settle from rock bottom. Your career is a dumpster fire. Literally, they set a dumpster on fire.
I still have options.
You have 100,000 bucks in a warehouse and an advance to pay back tomorrow. If you take this job and if you don't cause any more property damage, I can have you back on top in a year.
Okay, let's say I took the job and I stayed here. Tell me, what am I supposed to do in the meantime?
Be Jude Burns.
I used to get by on perpetual motion. When it gets lonesome, it can't carry you too far. Hopping on and off that wagon till the lines get blurred, and you can only think in words. Beauty falls apart. And those fireside nights can only do so much to hold fast to the people that you love. Now you're just a wandering headspace, out of sight and out of touch.